Two American League teams. It's the Seattle Mariners against the Chicago White Sox. 2K Sports presents MLB 2K10.
Will he have his best stuff for this one? Cliff Lee hopes so as he's ready to go. And we'll see the Chicago White Sox playing to an eager home crowd today. Hi again, everybody, along with Steve Phillips and John Kruk. I'm Gary Thorne. Welcome. We're going to see Mark Buehrle pitch. Steve, what's he going to use? What's up in his mind today against this Seattle lineup?
Well, Mark Buehrle has made a living on working quickly. He tries to keep the hitters off balance, and he works at his own pace, which is quick. He keeps the defense in the game behind him, and he throws all of his pitches for strikes.
Brought to you by Pepsi. Here's the offense from Don Wakamatsu. Scouting Big John, who are we looking at today?
Well, when you look at Casey Kochman, the size of the man, 6'3", 215 pounds. But don't let that size fool you. He is not a power hitter. He's not a guy that steps up and tries to hit the ball out of the ballpark. He's a contact guy. He tries to put it in play. Most of the time with that inside-out swing, he's going to hit it to left field. So if you're...
And our leadoff hitter is Sean Figgins. Last time out was a loss for the Mariners. They were hoping to take the series after splitting games 1 and 2. They ended up grabbing one game only against the Orioles. Buehrle with a delivery. This is in the air, straight away left. And the leadoff man's on board. You love the offense when it gets going that way. And now's a good time to take a brief look how the White Sox stack up defensively. Steve, keeping an eye on anyone?
Well, they're confident with Alex Rios out there. Just a solid all-around defender with a strong throwing arm. He's a quality defensive player.
Here's a swing and a fly ball to right center. And that gets down for a base hit. Figgins towards third base. And he is safe at third ahead of that play. Here's how the Central Division race is shaping up in late April, courtesy of State Farm. First place, the White Sox. In the second spot, the Twins. In third place, it's the Royals. In the fourth spot, it's the Indians. And rounding out the list, the Tigers. And it's Milton Bradley now.
Well, looking for a bounce-back performance today. Some disappointment after last game, striking out twice.
Fouled away. Oh and 1. Buehrle kicks and delivers. Little fly ball to shallow right. It falls in there, and Figgins will score.
Well, that's 3 consecutive hits he's given up. He can't be out of gas yet. He just has to bear down and get somebody out. They don't want to go to the bullpen this early in the game.
And Ken Griffey Jr. getting out in front. Any time of the ball game you want to do that. Now you try and build on it.
Well, they've staked out an early lead in this one, just where they want to be.
Well, you know, when you hit like this in the first inning, you start to anticipate maybe a healthy bit of run support coming in this game. And Buehrle gets it by, called strike, and the count will go to 0-1.
Oh, Gary, they're taking advantage of some early pitching mistakes. You have to do that because you never know if those mistakes are going to happen later in the game. Take advantage of the opportunity.
So Griffey Jr. is retired.
Let's take a look at the American League rankings from last season and check out what the Seattle Mariners did. 8th in stolen bases, 11th in home runs. And for the hits numbers, well, they didn't quite have the numbers you want there offensively, which really leads to some questions about their offensive production and how many runs they can score.
At the belt, the 1-0. Swung on and a grounder to first. And he steps on first. That's the second out. And they bring him home.
Well, they're able to get the out at first base, but I'm not sure they shouldn't have tried to cut down the runner at the plate.
Fouled off.
Can he even catch up to a changeup?
Here's the pitch. Hit up the middle. Oh, and he makes the catch. He was just trying to get out of the way that time. He ends up with a ball and an out.
That's some kind of play by the pitcher right there. You release the ball. You think maybe I can take a little bit of a break. The ball comes right back at you. He got his glove up and made the out.
And so we get our first 2 runs in the first. Offense getting going early. Seattle has. And it'll be Cliff Lee doing the pitching. He'll be Seattle's starter. Johnny gets going here against these White Sox bats. What are you expecting?
Well, Cliff Lee has established himself as one of the best left-handed pitchers in all of baseball. And how does he do it? He works so quickly. He gets a hitter.
Now a swing and a shot toward second. In time for the out. Lineup for the White Sox. Let's take a look. It is courtesy of Pepsi. So who are you looking at, John?
If you want to see power in the lineup, just look at Carlos Quentin. This guy can hit it out of the ballpark and hit it out anywhere. It doesn't matter if he's pitched away, he'll take it to right. If he's pitched in, he'll hit it to left field. Great power stroke, but the thing he's been working on this year is his consistency.
And Ramirez stretching it. And he's in at second with a double, 1 out.
Well, this pitch right here catches way too much of the plate, and he absolutely demolishes it. Let's see what they want to do here with 1 out and a base open.
And here's Paul Konerko. Now he swings, hits this one high in the air. Deep left center field. Goodbye, a 2-run homer. This 2-run homer ties the game, a clutch piece of hitting. And the Pepsi WPA graph, 2 RBI home run. Take a look at what it's done for their chances.
Well, this is the way to answer right back. They fell behind in the top half, but got back on the board and tied things up.
And you don't see that happen very often. After you've fallen behind, sometimes the wind is taken out early.
Well, I tell you what, nice response by the offense. Now they got to see if they keep adding runs.
Carlos Quentin batting now. There's 1 down. 37 wins on the road, 85 wins, only good enough for 3rd place overall. That road record needed to be better.
Well, it all comes back to their offense. They need to find a way to score runs. They catch the ball, they have great pitching, but if they don't score runs, you're going to see the same thing in 2010.
Swung on, liner to right, and it's in there. That hitting streak continues. And he pulls into first base with that base hit. There's 1 down here.
Number 15.
Well, now after giving up 3 straight hits, the manager has to start thinking about getting somebody up in the pen.
And Beckham's in the box. White Sox winning last night. That made it 2 for 3 after trading games 1 and 2 of the 3 games set against the Rays. Going back to that last outing, a big win, big offensive game.
Absolutely. Offense was the story in this game, and there's just no chance of containing these bats when they get hot.
Dirt pitch swung on and missed. Not feeling real good about that one. Swung on, hit. Makes its way through for a single. Got a chance to check out the Mariners and how they line up defensively. Highlight, Steve, for these fielders.
Jack Wilson's a wizard with that glove in the field. I tell you what, he is some kind of fun to watch. He has some of the best range up the middle you're going to see in the major leagues.
Here's Alex Rios now, RBI chance.
And the 2009 season was a big disappointment for Alex Rios, starting out with the Toronto Blue Jays and then continuing on when he got traded to the Chicago White Sox at the trade deadline. Things just didn't get better in either place.
He grabs it off the hop, and there's 1. And a double play, they got them both. They come up with 2 runs to pull even. We've got a stalemate going here in Chicago. It's a little chilly here tonight. No sign of precipitation, though. It'll be Cart batting. Burley with a delivery. Cutter misses badly. 1-0. Lined right at the second baseman. Over to Konerko. That's one away. It's going to be Wilson now.
They contributed offensively in their last game with a couple of RBIs. See if he can't do it again today.
And Burley gets it by. Called strike, and the count will go to 0-1.
A very effective pitch. The changeup painting the outside corner. Now you can go back hard in or go soft away again.
Strike 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes now. Jack Wilson. He'll take a little defensive stance in the batter's box. Swung on and ripped towards second. Beckham able to pull that one in.
A look here at the Mariners in the American League as the season ramps up. Second in triples, second in walks, and they're ranked third in ERA. Pitching and defense, a huge asset for any team to win. The pitching getting the job done here.
And Bard's in the box. Over 9 career at-bats. He's had 1 hit off Burley. And that's through a base hit. That'll bring up Sean Figgins.
Well, you know the pitcher was hoping to get that 3-up, 3-down inning. Little bit of a breather inning, but that single will extend this one a bit here.
Fresh count, Figgins. Here it comes. Change up just misses. 1-0. Burley with a delivery. Up the middle. And that one is in there. His second hit today. Good offensive chance here.
Second baseman, number 4.
2 out, 2 on for Jose Lopez. He's 1 for 1 so far. On the ground to first. And it gets through. Great swing today. Now 2 hits. And he's in there. Seattle, keep that momentum going and stay with it.
Milton Bradley.
It's now he's surrendered 3 straight hits. He's got to bounce back and get this guy. He needs an out.
Oh, and here's Lopez stealing. Oh! And the throw. And he's in there at second base. Here's the 1-0 from Burley. 1-0 pitch. That's a cutter in there. 1-1.
Even with the late movement on the cut fastball, you don't want to throw it up in the zone because a hitter can fight it off and muscle it over the infielders.
Ooh, tough to lay off there, but it's 2-1. The 2-1 pitch. And that's swung on and hit. Rios gets another one down. That'll score a run. Not in time at the plate. He will score easily. Boy, this lineup, they are hot right now. The chances, they are productive. And it's Ken Griffey Jr. at the plate. Well, they definitely got a rhythm going right now. Each player feeding off the other.
That last hit puts a little bit more daylight in this lead right now, Gary. They keep tacking on early.
0-1. Burley kicks and delivers. Beckham throws to second. That'll be a force out and the third out. They pick up 4 hits in the inning and 3 runs across the plate. The Mariners leading it off, A.J. Brzezinski.
Catcher, number 12, A.J. Brzezinski.
Swung on, that is hit. Oh, mercy. Boy, that did not miss him by much, but he got out of the way. And they'll have to eat this as that will go as an infield single. That brings up Martian.
Well, the pitcher makes a great pitch right here. Had him way out in front of this ball, but he gets just enough a piece of it to put it in play. And with that speed, he just beats it out.
In the top 10 in hits. Swings, hits this one pretty well. Deep right center. Gutierrez. 1 away now. Fans, next Monday you can catch another dose of baseball. It's going to be Pablo Sandoval and the San Francisco Giants as the Philadelphia Phillies come to town. That one is scheduled for a 10 o'clock start in the Eastern time zone. 1 out, man on first. Lee with the windup. Cut fastball swung on and missed. 0-1.
Well, he threw him the cutter right there, and it looked like he was trying to chase that one. Be patient, young man. It'll get there.
This one's grounded hard up the middle. That's 1 out. And the deuce, a double play. Well, how about that? Only needed 4 pitches to set down the guys. Tremendous. Seattle 5. White. And we get a look there at Don Wakamatsu. Last inning, that pitching gave up nothing. That's what he wants to see. Now looking for the offense to try and expand the lead. Gutierrez at the plate. He gets across the plate. He leads the entire division in runs. Burley with a delivery. And that swung on and hit. Rios. And it falls in there. That's going to be a single. That will bring up Casey Kotchman.
Well, we've got a moment to look back to last year's Chicago White Sox and see how they ranked. 6th in home runs, 6th in stolen bases, and they were in the top 10 in team batting average with runners in scoring position, getting a lot of clutch base hits, and that's a great stat for a team that wants to win ball games.
He's got the best average in the division.
At the plate,
Seattle, here's their
Seattle
shot
Mariners.
right now.
Designated hitter, number 50.
It'll be Carp batting.
Mike Carp.
No one out yet. Runners at first and second. And the first pitch. That one misses. It gets away from the catcher. Nope, that one not in there. Burley misses. The pitch. Boy, excellent movement to the cutter, and it's 1-2. One-two pitch coming. And this is hit in the air, foul down the left field line. That's one down.
Let's take a chance now to take a look at where the White Sox sit today in the rankings in the American League. First in doubles, first in batting average, and they're also the #1 team hitting with runners in scoring position. That batting average, driving in runners, this lineup knows how to hit in the clutch. They're patient, they let the ball come to them, and then they deliver.
It's going to be Wilson now. Leads the division in RBIs.
When you have the lead, it's not the time to play it safe. You've got to go after him a little bit. You can risk giving up an out to get a run. I may start the runner here.
We'll see Konerko holding him in there. Two down.
He's got a shot at getting out of this now. Big timeout. Now he's got 2 down. He's only 1 out away from working out of this jam.
And Bard's in the box. A look at the lifetime numbers. He's .260 against the White Sox. And Burley gets it by, called strike, and the count will go to 0-1.
The hitter thought that ball was inside. It certainly wasn't low, and it looks like it was in there.
Outside for a ball, 1-1. One pitch is a cut fastball taken for a strike, 1-2. And now a check swing. They say he went around. Let's take a look at first to see if he did.
Well, if he can throw this cutter down and away like this, he's going to be very effective. That's an outstanding pitch.
And it remains 1-2. The 1-2 pitch. Swings, lines this one softly to right. Now we see Sean Figgins next.
Third base.
He takes this 1-2 pitch down in the zone. He's able to go down and get it, get a good part of the bat on the ball, and pick up the base hit.
That's a tough pitch to hit. When you're behind in the count, you just want contact, and he got it. And this at bat already 0-1. First pitch was a strike. He's hit .263 lifetime off the White Sox. And it's 0-2. Figgins, you'll be careful here to make contact.
Well, the changeup right there hit a good spot. You want to keep that down in the zone, so even if they swing at it, it stays in the ballpark.
The pitch. Back up the middle. Oh, my. He manages to get the glove on that. Talk about reflexes.
What a play by the pitcher. You think about the infielders, third base, first base, they at least have 90 feet to react. We're talking 60 feet, 6 inches. Those are some kind of reactions.
They pick up 3 hits in the inning. They leave the Sox full. And it'll be the White Sox. And Posednik's batting. He's our first batter, home half of the third inning. And here's the first one. This one's pretty well hit to deep left center. And Bradley gets to it. Now a look at the standings in the Western Division as we get through the first month of the season. It's brought to you by State Farm. First place, the Angels. Mariners in second place. Rangers in the third spot. And in the fourth spot, the A's. And it's Alexei Ramirez now, 1 away. He's #1 in runs scored in the league. Here's the first pitch. Ground ball played Figgins. And so Ramirez retired.
First baseman, Number 14.
And it's Paul Konerko now. He homered earlier in the ballgame.
Complete game here for him. I mean, you talk about the RBIs, the homers. I mean, this guy's doing everything today.
Here's a swing and a line drive. Throws to first in time. That's 3 down. Amazingly fast inning. Isaac Ian taking a look at you right there. You can kind of tell he's figuring out just what he's going to have to do here to try and overcome that 3-run deficit. First one to Lopez. Here's the pitch. And that one's too high, taken for a ball as Burley tried upstairs.
Well, good movement on the cutter there, but he's got to get the ball down to the zone. He can get hurt with hitters throwing it up there.
And that catches the outer half for a strike.
What an outstanding pitch. Changing speeds, hitting your spots. Throw that changeup away.
1-1, a fastball inside, 2-1 now. Here's the 2-1. Oh, that is hit well off the bat of Lopez. In there, and this is going to be trouble. All the way to the wall. Lopez towards third base. Not in time. He's able to get in there. Well, I was already to mark this down on the card as a double. Put another line in there.
Well, he didn't let up at all, Gary. Great effort on his part. Took a chance, but he made it.
Amazing thing is he was able to do it standing up. Now Brzezinski positions himself. And that one's too high, taken for a ball as Burley tried upstairs. Here it comes. There's a called strike of the knees, 1-1.
This is why changing speeds is so important for a pitcher. You get the hitter off balance. Even
swung on, hit. Oh, he caught it. What a play. That was a shot right back at the mound.
What a play by the pitcher right there. He should have seen it. I think he had to close his eyes to make that catch.
And Griffey Jr.'s in the box. Here's the first pitch. And Burley gets it by, called strike, and the count will go to 0-1.
Well, that cut fastball away. It looks like it's coming down the heart of the plate. Runs to the outside corner. It tends to turn into a pop-up.
And it holds at 0-2. Now here's a grounder towards the hole. Beckham. He scores. He beats him to the plate. Openings for this lineup offensively. Don't give it to them now because they are hot. 1 out. Runner on at first. The first pitch. And that one's too high. Taken for a ball as Burley tried upstairs. Ready with a 1-0. And that swung on and hit. Rios, and in there, he's 2 for 3 today. Fantastic chance here.
First baseman.
So Casey Kochman thinking RBI now. 1 for 2 in the ballgame. And Burley gets it by, called strike, and the count will go to 0-1.
Well, the hitter lays off this one and takes the strike, realizing not a pitch he wants in this situation.
And Casey Kochman watching that one go by for a ball to even it. Swung on, grounded towards the hole. Over to second for 1. On to first, safe. Can't get the back end of that one.
Designated hitter.
Well, quick release by the third baseman. They get the lead runner at second, just not able to turn the double play.
First pitch on the way. Slider misses badly with it. 1-0. Really trying to drive that thing, but he missed it. 1-1. The 1-1. 1-1 delivery. A fastball taken for a strike. 1-2.
He's just popping that glove with that four-seam fastball, pounding the strike zone.
Struck him out. He gets out of this with just a little hurt. So they pick up a run on 2 hits, and they leave a couple. Mariners. For those of you just joining in, I'm Gary Thorne along with John Kruk and Steve Phillips. We bring you Major League Baseball here on 2K Sports. First pitch to Quinton. Putt shot towards the hole. And he'll step on first for out number 1.
Gary, you know, he's settling into a groove right here. That's 6 in a row that he's set down.
And Beckham's in the box.
You talk about Gordon Beckham and the fact that in his rookie season he hit 270 in 2000.
There's a ball hit well deep into center field. Way back, way back. Tell it goodbye. Still down by 3 runs with that homer, but maybe some steam going here.
That's the second home run so far in this game off the pitcher here, so they're looking like maybe they're starting to figure something out.
You can survive the home run ball if you can spread them out, but it's getting a little dicey now.
Gary, they need to continue to score, but already the White Sox have some momentum and they've drawn close.
Base is empty, 1 out. And he starts Rios out. Takes a swing at that fastball, can't connect, 0-1. And just like that, Steve, before you know it, you get a couple more base hits, and all of a sudden this is well hit towards the middle. Picked up by Wilson. So Rios is set down.
Number 12.
It's going to be Przinski. Hitting .324 lifetime against Cliff Lee. Swinging a liner to left, and Bradley puts that away to retire the side. So Cliff Lee is heading off the field. He's allowed 2 home runs. We're through 4 in Chicago. It's going to be Wilson now. 0 for 2 thus far.
Number 9, Jack Wilson.
And here's the first one. Ball. It's taken for a ball. Bottom dropping out on that Burley pitch.
Well, he has an outstanding changeup, Gary. That pitch that keeps the hitters off balance at the plate.
He gets Wilson to swing, strike 1.
You know, what also makes this changeup effective is not just the change in velocity, Gary, but it's the movement, the sinking action he gets on the ball.
Good moving cutter, and it's 1-2 now.
And you can throw the ball down to the zone with that kind of movement. It can be very effective.
Strike 3. Jack Wilson goes down without a swing.
Well, 2 strikes. He goes right at him with a fastball. He challenges him, but he throws it at the knees, so even if it's put in play, it stays in the ballpark.
Burley with a delivery towards the middle. Beckham. Zobard is set down.
For the Seattle Mariners, third base, number 8.
And Sean Figgins to bat. One of the best base stealers in the AL. Fresh count, Figgins, here it comes. And that one's too high, taken for a ball as Burley tried upstairs. 1-0 on the way. Swung on and a grounder to first. And he'll step on first to retire the side. So Mike Burley gets him 1-2-3. And here's Mark Teahan leading it off. And one of the top 10 averages right now.
Mark Teahan.
First one to Teahan. Here's the pitch. And a swinging strike on the first pitch by Lee. 0-1.
He's getting it done all season long, Gary, and a guy they're really looking to count on.
And that's a strike. Mark Teahan's going to have to take very close approach on the next one.
Well, this one here was no doubt about it. The late break on that slider. I mean, what a devastating pitch, and the hitter just couldn't catch up.
And so there he is at first base, and there's still nobody out.
Designated hitter, number 30, Mark Kotsay.
Well, that's the start this team needed. Get that first guy in the inning up, get him on base, and let's see if they can bring him around to score.
Here's the pitch. Taps this one foul off to the left. Here's the delivery. There's a swing and a drive, deep right field. It's back towards the wall, and he still puts it away.
Stepping up to the plate for the Chicago White Sox,
And Posednik's batting.
I got to be feeling good today. Picked up a couple hits in the game last night.
First pitch. There's a swing and a smash. Gutierrez, as he just strolls over for that out.
Stepping up to the plate for the Chicago White Sox.
And a shot here for Alexi Ramirez, 2 down. He's in the top echelon of hits right now. Off the ground, played by Kochman. And he'll step on first to retire the side. Good work with that arm. And Jose Lopez will lead it off.
Second baseman, number 4, Jose Lopez.
Burley with a delivery. Low for ball 1.
It's a good pitch there. Tried to get him to chase it out of the zone. He just laid off.
The 1-0 pitch. That ball swung on, hit. Rios to field it. Play is made.
For the Seattle Mariners, left fielder, number 12.
And Milton Bradley to bat. 2 for 3 thus far.
Well, they're winning right here, Gary, and obviously he's driven in.
And Milton Bradley to bat. Last time out was a loss for the Mariners. They were hoping to take the series after splitting games 1 and 2. They ended up grabbing 1 game only against the Orioles. Nope, that one not in there. Burley misses. Yeah, the club right now playing a good season. Not the result, though, they were looking for in that last one.
No, it doesn't help their cause whatsoever, but considering where they are, they should be able to get over this and move on.
He delivers. He watches that fastball. That goes by him for a strike, 2-1.
Good pitchers change the hitter eye level. You go down low, then you run the fastball up high. A lot of times they just look at it go by.
And Bradley swings and misses. Count is even.
Now, if you got a chance to see the last game, you saw he seemed a little bit flustered at the plate, expanding the strike zone, striking out twice in that game.
Applied to right. And in there for a base hit. He's 3 for 4 today. And that'll bring up Ken Griffey Jr.
Well, anytime you're a hitter and you can get 3 hits in a game, you're going to see that average start creeping up to where you want it to be. And he's on now with 1 out.
Just missed with the fastball, 1-0. Last year, 2 for 8 against the White Sox here in Chicago. This one's grounded hard up the middle. The slide, and he is in there, safe. Seattle, here's their shot right now.
Well, the pitcher makes a great pitch right here. Had him way out in front of this ball, but he gets just enough a piece of it to put it in play. And with that
hit in the dirt. And he's up with it. Gets 1 at second. And they get 2. Great double play. They pick up no runs on 2 hits and strand 1. And it'll be the White Sox. Things will start getting a little more difficult. Quick look at Ozzie Guillen looking up. And some good pitching last inning. He now hopes to get the necessary offense going, get him going in the right direction. And it's Paul Konerko now. Last outing for the White Sox proved to be a win. That series was split going into Game 3, so they pulled ahead going 2-1 against the Rays. Swung on and ripped towards second. And Konerko retired. Carlos Quentin batting now. There's 1 down. A tremendous hitter. First pitch to Quentin. And a swinging strike on the first pitch by Lee, 0-1.
I'll give you a lot of star power right here, and a guy that can hit the ball out of the ballpark anytime he comes to the plate.
Strike 2. Now with no balls, 2 strikes, Quentin needs to protect that strike zone.
Always good coming off a 3-hit game tonight.
Swung on, line to right field. And in there, he's 2 for 3 today. That's going to bring Gordon Beckham up.
Well, he did his job right there, getting on base. Now with 1 out, let's see if they can move him around and get him in scoring position.
And the first pitch. He swings on that 0-0 delivery, misses the fastball. Strike 1.
You talk about Gordon Beckham and the fact that in his rookie season he hit .270 in 2009. That tells you that this kid has a lot of discipline at the plate.
Here's the pitch. A line drive toward short. Good offensive chance here. Beckham made his debut in June, and it certainly didn't take long for him to be recognized around the majors.
Which certainly did, and you talk to White Sox personnel, and they think that he could be a guy that they can build a team around.
And Alex Rios up, and he's in the top 10 in the league in runs. That's a strike, and it's 0-2. Time for Rios now to protect.
Well, if you tuned in last night, you had a chance to see him drive in 3 runs for his club.
He strikes out Alex Rios in a swing and a miss.
2 outs now. Those runners are still standing on base. Let's see if he can find his way out of this with the lead intact. Well, showdown moment in this game right now, Gary, with A.J. Brzezinski coming to the plate. He loves these sorts of situations. We'll see if he can get it done right here.
His career average, an even 300 against the Mariners. That swung on, line towards the gap in left center. And it gets down. Quentin, good chance to score here. And Quentin's home. Quentin around third, headed for the plate. Another run comes in right behind him. And the White Sox, they just keep rolling. 2 runs in on that hit. That's got to help your chances of winning. Here's our Pepsi WPA graph.
This pitch down to the zone, he handles it beautifully. Big time hit in a clutch situation.
He'll be applauding himself for that base hit. 2 RBIs on a tough pitch. And out on the mound, we've got David Aardsma. He'll be relieving for the Mariners. A swing line to left center. And another hit. They're really gunning right now. Here's how the Central Division race is shaping up in late April, courtesy of State Farm. It's the White Sox in first. In the second spot, the Twins. Third, the Royals. In the 4th spot, it's the Indians. And rounding out the list, the Tigers. And here's Mark Kotsay.
I got to be feeling good today. Picked up a couple hits in the game last night.
2 men on, 2 men out. Here's the first pitch to Kotsay. Swinging and a miss, and he falls behind on the count 0-1. Last season, 0 for 3 off Aardsma. Hit in the air to left center. And Bradley puts that away to retire the side. So they pick up 4 hits in the inning and 2 runs across. The White Sox are not going to concede this. They've made a pretty good chunk out of that lead. And Casey Kochman to lead it off. Try it again here. Just 1 for 3 thus far. Burley with a delivery. A smash towards the hole. And Konerko makes the catch. It'll be Cart batting. Got looking last time. 1 out. Bases empty. Here's the first pitch. It's taken for a ball. Bottom dropping out on that Burley pitch.
Well, the starting pitcher right now is over 80 pitches, and this is a time when the manager and the pitching coach have to keep an eye and see if his velocity is dropping. If it is, you might want to think about getting him out.
Well, we've got a moment to look back to last year's Chicago White Sox and see how they ranked. 6th in home runs, 6th in stolen bases, and they were in the top 10 in team batting average with runners in scoring position, getting a lot of clutch base hits, and that's a great stat for a team that wants to win ball games.
One out, man on first. Here's the pitch. Starts him out with a curveball for a strike.
Well, Gary gets a strike on that curveball down and in. Now let's see if he goes hard away on the next pitch.
And he leaves that one alone. Jack Wilson shows patience to even up the count.
Good action on that cut fastball down in the zone. Hitter just laid off.
And the changeup, 1-2 now.
When you can mix speeds and hit your spots, this is what you get. Nice pitch.
1-2 pitch coming. Smash towards the middle. Beckham able to pull that one in. And they just tried to hold him there at first. And Bart's in the box. 2 for 3 thus far. Now Brzezinski positions himself. Swung on, grounded towards the hole. Throw on to second base, forced play, side retired. No runs, one hit, and no one left on base. And Posednik's batting.
Left fielder, number 24, Scott Posednik.
And the first pitch. Lined up the middle, and Wilson picks it up in time for the out. Take a look at what's coming up for the Mariners. They'll wrap up this series with the White Sox on Sunday. There's another stop on the road trip. The Kansas City Royals will be hosting. That'll be Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. After that, it's about defending home field. They go against the Rangers and their hitting star Michael Young, the team they rolled over last time out. And hit sharply towards the hole. And he steps on first. That's the second out. For David Artsma, it's about finding a position. He's blooming late in his career, and maybe just a chance to find where he should be slotted in on the staff.
Yeah, and I think that's the thing. I mean, so many guys, they don't.
Swing, shoots this one towards the gap, right center. This one into the alleyway, should be extra bases.
Let's take a look at the American League rankings from last season and check out what the Seattle Mariners did.
Number
8th in stolen bases, 11th in home runs, and the slugging numbers, well, they just didn't quite have the slugging numbers that they would have liked. Power, not a big part of their game. They were a base-to-base team having to manufacture runs.
Now a swing and a shot toward second. Throws to first, side is retired. So they pick up a hit, but leave a man at second. And if you are just coming on board, Gary Thorne, Steve Phillips, John Kruk, as we bring you Major League Baseball here on 2K Sports. And we'll get to see Matt Thornton pitching. The White Sox turning to a reliever here.
Well, it's about time. I mean, I don't know what they weren't seeing from the dugout. They should have gotten out of this game a lot earlier.
The pitch, fastball, misses away, 1-0. On the way. Slider just off the black that time, 2-1. Here's the 2-1. Lays off a pitch called strike, 2-2. Swung on, soft liner to the right side. And it gets down. That's hit number 3 on the ball game and 5 at bats.
Now batting.
Sean Figgins can really help his team in a lot of different ways. Let's take a look at his numbers from last year to see how he ranked. 1st in walks, 3rd in stolen bases, and of course he was in the top 10 in on-base percentage. Working the count. That's a big part of his game. Get a good hitter's count. If they don't want to give you a strike, take the walk.
On the ground to first. And there's one. And they turn the double play.
Look here, we talk a lot about how important defense is to a team's success. That's living proof right there.
And you keep this one in mind because it's an inning offensively that didn't happen. And Milton Bradley to bat. He had a single in his last time up.
They're winning right here, Gary, and obviously he's driven in 3 runs, so he's been a factor in this one.
First pitch fastball misses badly that time, 1-0. It's a 1-0 now. And that's going to do it. Konerko's there. So no runs on 1 hit and nobody left on. Seattle 6, White Sox 5. Taking an account of the ball game, Don Wakamatsu. This ball club right now with an important 1-run lead. Thoughts, I'm sure, about how to finish off this victoriously. That one's lined out of play to the right. He deals. Off the ground, played by Kochman. And he'll step on the bag. That'll be the first out. 1 out. And Alex Rios at the plate. Struck out swinging last time. And he starts Rios out. First pitch, and he misses the fastball. Strike 1.
1 out right here in the 8th inning. Obviously a critical time of the game right now as we're getting short.
Ground ball played Figgins. So Rios is set down.
Chicago White Sox. Catcher, number 12.
It's going to be Brzezinski. He doubled home a couple in his last at bat.
Well, he's already driven in a couple runs in this one, Gary. You got to believe they're going to pitch him a little bit more carefully this time around.
Here's the first pitch. Swung on, hit down the line and left. This one into the corner. Goodbye, home run. And they're happy to tie that one up. Back to an even ball game with that solo shot. Take a look at how that home run affected things. Our Pepsi WPA chart.
You want to talk about coming through for your team in a critical situation. Perfect example of it right there.
You know, sometimes you get a feeling in a game, Steve, that things like this are going to happen, and you had the sense this was coming.
Well, it's not over yet, but this has been some kind of battle between these two clubs. Gary, really important for the Sox right there to tie this up. Now if Chicago can get a big hit, they've got a chance to take the lead.
It's strike one. Can't make contact on the fastball. And Steve, big-time action here. Boy, you talk about a fly ball that brought people to their feet. That one did.
Well, that's exactly right. Now the pitching has to be very careful because we've got a brand-new ball game.
And Tian swings and misses, strike three. So they pick up a run on the home run and pull even. We've got a stalemate going here in Chicago. Taking account of the ball game, there's Ozzie Guillen. And at this point, every move is critical. He hasn't got any margin for error. And we'll get to see Bobby Jenks pitching. They've decided it's time to bring a new arm into this one. Steve, what's he going to use? What's up in his mind today against this Seattle lineup?
Well, you take a look at this big body guy and Bobby Jenks out on the mound right here, and you know it's about power because of his size. But
this is in the air, straight away left. It's caught. Now a look at these standings in the Western Division as we get through the first month of the season. It's brought to you by State Farm. It's the Angels in first, Mariners in second place, in third the Rangers, and in the fourth spot the A's. One out, nobody on. First pitch, swung on and a grounder to first. And he steps on first. That's the second out. Konchman at the plate. He's had one hit 4 times up. Base is empty with 2 outs. Konchman will foul that one away. Oh and 1. Jenks kicks and deals. And he throws on to first. That'll retire the side. Good defensive half inning there. No hits allowed. Quick glimpse there. Don Wakamatsu looking. Tight game here, 9th inning. He's doing everything he can to make sure they don't lose this game. They're going to need extra innings to win it. Here's the first pitch to Kotsay. This one's pretty well hit to deep left center. Gutierrez as he gets to it for the out.
Well, they followed the scouting reports. They moved the outfielders back before the play, and they were in exactly the right position to be able to make the catch. Good coaching.
going to be Nix now. He'll be the pinch hitter.
With the bases empty, there's nobody to drive in. He has to get on base and hope the guys behind him in the lineup can come up big as well.
One out, nobody on. Swung on and missed. 0-1. And here's the pitch. A shot up the middle to Kochman. Out number 2.
Number 10.
And in the batter's box, it's Ramirez. Grounded out last time. And the first pitch. Hit hard to second. Fielded by Lopez. Throws to first in time. That's 3 down. Here's a familiar face. Ozzie Guillen looking up and thinking, I'm sure, about the approach here to win this ball game. Oh, that one in the dirt. Good play by the catcher. Kept it in front of him. The 1-0 pitch to left center. One away. And a chance to check out the schedule for the White Sox. They wrap up the Seattle series Sunday. And it's on the road to take on the Rangers and one of the game's leading hitters, Josh Hamilton. That series bound to be competitive. It'll be a 3-game series. And they head up for a series against the Yankees on the road. They'll get some help from Robinson Cano. The Yankees will in that lineup. They'll also sit at the top of their division. A lot of road games on the way. Wilson, he takes that one. It's in there. Hit up the middle. Well, Steve, let's take a look. Nice play.
Well, I agree, Gary. That's a good play. The manager's going to be very proud of that one.
And Bard's in the box. Had a couple of hits, 4 trips to the plate. Jenks with a delivery. First pitch inside with a fastball, ball 1. In there at the letters, evening the count, 1-1.
Well, purpose pitch right there. He gets the strike on it, goes up and in, and it opens up the entire strike zone now.
Here's the 2-1 pitch. Can't catch up with that fastball. He's evened it up 2-2.
Well, that fastball right there, he just blew it by him.
Got him. So now they'll have their chance to win this thing with a run in the bottom half. 3 up, 3 down this half inning. We've got a stalemate going here in Chicago. And if you've just joined us, our broadcast of Major League Baseball on 2K Sports with John Kruk and Steve Phillips. I'm Gary Thorne. And Paul Konerko to lead it off. He homered earlier in the ball game. And he starts Konerko out. Swings, lines this one back up the middle. And he's on the potential winning run. Get ready.
Well, just what his team needed. He continues to swing a great bat. 3 hits from now in this ball game, and he's on with no outs.
First pitch to Quinton. There's a swing and a drive, deep right field. That's one away.
Well, they followed the advanced scout reports to a T. They played the outfielders back that time, and he hit it right into the teeth of the defense.
Here's the delivery. Here's a swing and a fly ball to right center. Gutierrez. 2 away.
At the plate for the Chicago White Sox. Center fielder.
It's Alex Rios. He's really looking to keep this going. There are, however, 2 down.
Well, a gapper could be a game-winning base hit here, so look for the outfield to play nothing over their head.
And that runner at first will be flying on contact. So they can't make the play.
But Gary, to make the error right there, you just don't want to do that. It's just not good baseball.
That's hit foul by Rios. And Alex Rios has struck out a big swing and a miss. They pick up no runs on one hit and leave a man at second. Tie game. We move through the extra innings here in Chicago. And it's Sean Figgins leading off. Working on a fine ball game, 3 for 5 to this point.
Sean Figgins.
And we'll get to see Jake Peavy pitching as they make the pitching swap.
Well, managers face so many different decisions during the course of a game, and as the game goes on and it's close, those decisions become much more critical to success or failure.
Fresh count, Figgins, here it comes. On the ground to short, fielded by Ramirez. So Figgins is retired. And it's Jose Lopez at the plate. He hit into a double play as last time. Called strike, and Peavy's got him on 1.
Well, they set up down and away, they throw it down and away. That's how you can be effective as a major league pitcher.
Swung on, that is hit. It gets through. Go ahead run on base. Fielded by Ramirez.
Well, he just continues to swing a hot bat in this one. Is that 4 hits for him now? Yes, it is.
Now Milton Bradley. Bradley gets set. Here's the first pitch. And swing and a miss on Peavy's pitch. 0-1. Here's the pitch. And with 2 strikes on him, Milton Bradley's got to be careful here.
That's a good, hard fastball right there. Let's see if he comes back with another one now.
That's hit foul by Bradley. Peavy misses. He's out of the zone down low.
That's a good pitch there. Tried to get him to chase it out of the zone. He just laid off.
Look out as that one runs in and hits him.
For the Seattle Mariners, right fielder, number
And
24,
here's Ken Griffey Jr. Here's the pitch to Griffey Jr. Nope, that one not in there. Peavy missing. Pauses, and now the 1-0. Well hit towards the middle. It's one. Now over to first and safe at first. Close play, not quite enough time to get it.
Well, when you check the box scores after this game, you're going to see where this ball scored a base hit. Wasn't hit well, not pretty, but he'll take it.
And here's the first one. Just off the outside, and it's 1-0. Peavy misses. He's out of the zone down low. Here's the 2-0. Lined right at the second baseman. That's caught. Side is retired. Solid out. Leading it off, A.J. Przinsky hit a home run in his last at bat.
Gary, as we stand tied right now, he has been a major part of the offensive production, driving in runs, and then obviously the home run as well. So he has really gotten him to this point. Let's see if he can make a difference now to win.
Hit hard on the ground to short. And so Przinsky retired.
Chicago White Sox, third base. Number 25,
And the batter's box, it's Tien. Struck out swinging his last time up. First pitch on the way. Now a swing and a shot toward second. 2 down.
For the Chicago White Sox, designated hitter.
And it's Mark Kotsay in the box now. Hitless so far, he'll get another shot at it now. Base is empty and 2 down. Here's the pitch. Smashes that one towards the shortstop. He'll throw on to first, and that'll do it for this half inning. Amazing. And Casey Kochman to lead it off. Grounded out his last time through.
Casey Kochman.
Here's the pitch to Kochman. Called strike, and Peavy's got him 0-1.
Well, if he can throw this cutter down and away like this, he's going to be very effective. That's an outstanding pitch.
Swung and a ground ball to third. And that'll retire Kochman.
For the Seattle Mariners. Designated hitter.
And we're going to see Hanahan here. Base is empty, 1 out. Swing and ooh, look out. Line drive that shatters the bat.
Well, that's a broken back base hit right there, but he's going to take it. And the reality is, there's a lot of trees out there. They'll make more bats.
Now the first pitch. Smash towards the middle. Grabs it. 1. Over to first and safe. Very close play. They will not get the double play.
They get the lead runner at second base, but I think they would have liked to have gotten 2 right there.
Yeah, Wilson gonna steal. And he is safe at second. Here's the 0-1 from Peavy. Plays off that fastball, and it's 0-2.
The pitcher's got him right where he wants him now. Up ahead, 0-2. He can waste a pitch if he wants to.
Slider too far inside. That'll back him away a little.
You have to have great command and control as a pitcher. Sometimes you throw a pitch off the plate to send a message. He threw it exactly where he wanted to in that situation.
Lines this one to the left side, out of play.
Well, you're behind in a count 1-2. All you want to do is try to stay alive and hope the pitcher makes a mistake. He didn't make a mistake on that pitch, but he got enough wood on it just to foul it off.
Throws to first, side is retired. And Jake Peavy is heading in. It's going to be Nix now. He'll lead it off here in the bottom half.
Number 5, Jason Nix.
First pitch on the way. There's a smash towards the hole.
Well, a good start to this inning, but let's see if the guys behind him, after he starts out this inning with the single, can follow up and finish this inning off with some runs.
So Alexei Ramirez is batting.
Well, they can't just disregard the runner on first, but it seems unlikely he'd go anywhere because he just doesn't have much speed.
Hot shot towards the hole.
Alexei Ramirez's season so far. Let's take a look at where he ranks compared to everybody else. Second best in base hits, 5th in batting average, and he's also ranked in the top 5 in hitting with runners in scoring position. A guy that's delivered in the clutch, getting it done, and being a run producer for his team.
Here is Paul Konerko. The pitch, line towards first, and he cannot cut it off. And they can't cut it off. It'll roll to the wall. And game over. The winning run scores, and that's a wrap.
Well, the hometown fans going home in celebratory fashion, Gary, as they win this one in the final inning, getting it done in an unbelievable game.
Now the honors of our Pepsi Clutch performance, they go to a very deserving candidate.
Well, anytime you have 3 legs of the cycle, you know you've had a decent enough game to help your team win. Look, would he have loved to hit the triple to get the cycle, something that's rarely done in Major League Baseball? Sure he would. But I think if you ask him after the game, he's going to say, look, all I want to do is help our team win. And that's what he did with those big, big hits.
And Steve, that ought to send these folks home happy.
Oh, no question about it. They get the win in a close game, a lot of excitement and enthusiasm, and ready for the next one.
Now that time again, thanks for being with us today, Major League Baseball. For Steve Phillips, John Kruk, and the rest of our great 2K Sports crew, I'm Gary Thorne. Thanks, everybody.